Manchester United take on Southampton, Old Trafford on Friday night. Really looking forward to this one. The first of the season at home. Hopefully we're going to see Paul Pogba get a game in this game. Manchester United obviously winning their game last time out against Bournemouth, and Southampton drawing their game 1-1 at home against Watford. This should be an exciting match. Going into it obviously on the high after that game against Bournemouth. I still think that there is improvements from Manchester United to come. We just sort of got the positive result and a half decent performance. We grew into the game as the game got on, but that was only Bournemouth. No disrespect to them, but we're going to come up against some better opposition over the next few months. And I wouldn't expect this game to be an easy game by a long way. They've obviously lost a couple of their best players, notably Sadio Mane going to Liverpool, who was a massive loss for them. And every season it seems that they lose a lot of players. Now, I would expect Manchester United to field a similar lineup to what they did in that previous game against Bournemouth. I wouldn't expect Jose Mourinho to make too many changes to his team or formation for this game. Obviously on the back of a winning game, don't need to change too much, but I'm hoping that we see Paul Pogba from the start in this match. Obviously the back four at this moment in time I think pretty much picks itself. Smalling hasn't played a lot lately, was injured, and now he's had that one game ban, so I don't think he should come back into the team. Bay's done fantastically well at centre half in the first few games, and I think he is a similar player to Chris Smalling, and I'm really impressed with Daley Blind as well. Really intelligent player. I thought when we last season I kept waiting for him to get found out against better opposition, and although we did have a couple of bad high scoring defeats last season where we did concede a few goals, I thought Daley Blind, considering I don't really think of him as a centre back, I think he's done fantastically well. Really intelligent footballer, and I think he works well alongside either Smalling or Bay. And at the moment you've got to play Bay, is the informed player, and with Smalling not having enough game time, that's a reason. Obviously the full-backs, it pretty much picks themselves at the moment. Darmian obviously hasn't played a lot lately, and there is reports of him maybe leaving Manchester United, and Valencia's done well. We're looking at the 2010 Valencia at this moment in time. Whether he can keep this form up remains to be seen, and obviously Luke Shaw is getting better. The more games he plays, the better he's getting again. Fantastic. He'll be playing against his old club, Southampton again, which will be nice to see. It's in midfield where we've got the biggest problems at this moment in time. I personally think that Jose Mourinho is going to play Fellaini alongside Paul Pogba for this game. Personally, I would like to see Paul Pogba play alongside Michael Carrick. I prefer Michael Carrick, even though he's 34, 35 years of age now. Fellaini didn't have a bad game against Bournemouth, but the previous game he had that shocking back pass. I'm just still not confident in Fellaini playing from the start every week. Herrera, I'm still not convinced that he's going to be the main player in that midfield over the course of the season either. He's flattered to deceive sometimes, and other times he's looked alright, but we will have to wait and see. Out on the wide areas for Manchester United, I don't think Jesse Lingard's going to be fit enough. We will have to wait and see. Hopefully we can see Mkhitaryan at some point get a game, but he'll probably could keep Juan Mata out wide, and Martial has probably got to improve. He did get 2 assists in that game against Bournemouth, but to be honest, he wasn't at his best at all, and one of them was a complete scuffed volley, and the other one was just a slight pass to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He does need to increase his performances, or we could see Memphis Depay come in at some point. Obviously Rooney will be in that number 10 role, and it will be Zlatan Ibrahimovic up front again after that fantastic goal in that game. Now, I would expect Manchester United to go into this as favourites for this game. As I say, Southampton drew 1-1 with Watford the other day. They've signed Redmond, who I think is a decent player, who was playing obviously at Norwich last season. Does take probably too many chances to score in a game. Probably takes 9 or 10 chances before he actually scores. He needs to increase his conversion rate at Southampton for me to up his game, but he's a decent player and did score in that game. They've got Ward-Prowse, who is a decent player as well. Shane Long is always a threat up front. He could cause Manchester United a lot of problems up there. And Fonte apparently is leaving, potentially to come to Manchester United. The fullback, the centre back, I think he's 32 years of age. Whether we get him or not, I don't know, but he could prove to be vital for Manchester United if we get some injuries. He is an experienced player, just I'm not too sure if he's experienced enough at the highest European level. He hasn't played too many games for Portugal. Was a part of their squad that won the European Championships. We will have to wait and see if he does come to Manchester United. But Shane Long really is the main striker. You know, Charlie Austin hasn't really, since he got that goal against Manchester United, hasn't really got too much of a chance up front for Southampton. I thought they would play him a lot more than they did. Only come off on the bench for Shane Long against Watford on Saturday. So he's not really getting too many minutes since he scored that goal against Manchester United, which angered a lot of fans because we performed poorly that day. The last 2 seasons we've lost at home against Southampton. I don't see this happening this year. With the couple of players that they've lost, I think Manchester United are going to win this game. I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like the video, stay subscribed to the channel, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.